All right, here for the daily with Isabel. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, doing all right. Boiling hot.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, I always complain about the lack of sun for 8 months a year in these parts of the world. And no different really in most of the UK, is it? And then as soon as it gets hot, it's like, it's too hot.
Yeah. No, it's freezing here, so you wouldn't know it's July. Definitely.
Oh, I mean, maybe you would. Yeah. It's... All right, we're going to talk about defenders because United seem to be trying to buy every defender in Europe at the moment. So I think most will focus on Branthwaite and Yoro, but also plenty of news about Matthias de Ligt. That one actually seems closer to the finishing line at the moment. So I'm suspicious. Bayern don't seem to be asking for too much money. I like they're up to something. This guy's broken.
Yeah, I know there was the Branthwaite thing coming out again. Another bid has been made by the sounds of it. I think we've offered 45 million this time with 5 million add-ons. I mean, I don't know how likely it is that we will get Branthwaite. Obviously, it's been a topic for a while, but nothing's quite happening yet. I think by the sounds of it, Everton want 60 to 70 million. So I think that's a bit
Yeah.
much.
Seems too much for a player who's had one season in the Premier League
That's it.
and didn't make the England squad, so there's not that kind of
No.
premium. So yeah, if he's worse than Lewis Dunk, then yeah, 70 million. I wonder whether United would have had more pressure on Everton with this prior to the PSR deadline because I guess Everton made some moves, didn't they? So maybe they feel like they're in a decent position or cleared last year's and they'll be all right this year because they've been quite tight for the last couple of seasons for understandable reasons. But probably United didn't have the money before July 1st either. I suspect. Yeah, everyone's
Possibly.
playing this game now, aren't they? Yeah, yeah, hell of a lot of money. I mean, 45 and 5 seems pretty good for a young player who's
I
not
would think
played a
so.
lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's more than Martinez, who's an established Argentinian international with
exactly.
more experience, and almost as much as Harry Maguire, who was an established England international at that time. Probably not worth 80 million, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
Uh,
whether I think these other clubs are smart because they know United will pay a lot for some players, which we need to stop doing. So yeah, I think the asking price is a bit far. I think it's too much.
yeah, it's one of those things that the new team that are coming to United, I mean, entirely new football team, isn't it? Management
Mm.
team have to kind of break this myth of the United premium. So, like, yeah, and like I think more like we'll move on to Lenny Yoro, and it seems like he wants a move to Real Madrid. At least that's reporting. And Real Madrid are keen on him, and they leverage their position in the world of football all of the time to get players on reasonable fees. And yes, you don't seem to be able to do that.
No, I think a lot of these young players, Real Madrid. I mean, Real Madrid is a huge club. Manchester United is a huge club, but obviously United recently have fallen off a little bit. So Real Madrid, I mean, they're just top team, and I can't really blame these players for wanting to go to Madrid over United. Realistically, I mean, more pre Ten Hag, but why would these players want to come to United? I know I wouldn't if I was a football player in a bit of a state, but I think we're getting out of that. But yeah, no, I do understand why he'd want to go to Real Madrid, but I think what is he? I think he's 18, coming to
Mm.
United from Lille. I think he's at. It's a big move. I'd be happy with that. But yeah, I mean, I want players at United who want to be there. So look, if he doesn't want to be there, doesn't. But I think we need as many defenders as we can get. So I think it'd be a good move, but we'll see.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was reported in French media that United had a bid of about 50 million euros accepted. He's into the last year of his contract, so
Mm.
I'm sure Liverpool would accept that. And it's a case of like, you pay that fee in order to get the player because in a year's time he goes to Madrid anyway on a freebie, which could well be the plan anyway. Because Madrid seem very good at that, convincing players to wait it out for a year so they can get them for free.
Hmm.
I can't remember the last time United actually got a good player on a free. So got some crap ones, but not a good one.
No.
So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting, like bidding for every player in Europe, and we'll see where it lands. Ligt, Yoro, Branthwaite. I can't believe they'll buy all three, unless Harry Maguire and Lindelof are definitely going.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Because I mean, Maguire was a rumour last summer. This summer, I'm not hearing too much about a Maguire move. Although I know obviously he didn't go to the Euros because of this injury that he's got. So whether he's even going to be fit going into next season, hopefully he is. But we actually might need these defenders. Yes, I'd be surprised if we do go out and buy all three. I'd be surprised if we got two, because I just think transfers under United are always so many rumours. Obviously there were so many last year and we ended up not getting the majority of them. But yeah, it is all rumours. But I mean, look, yeah, maybe we will need them. I don't know what's happening with Lindelof, so I think we need as many defenders as we can get, to be honest.
I saw pictures of training and Lindelof was there, so I guess he's fit again. Yeah. And Maguire is training. Maguire apparently went off with the Irish fitness coach for a couple of weeks to Spain, I want to say.
Oh, right.
And has been working hard. He put a slow-mo video out. I think it was slow-mo. It's hard to tell with Harry. He's not the quickest of him working back to fitness. And you're right, like, there's no talk about him leaving, is there? And I guess he's like a third or fourth choice, then fine. I don't think he fits the profile of what Ten Hag wants, which is either quick defenders who are great in one-on-one duels and can play higher up the pitch. So that's Branthwaite. Right? Definitely can. Lenny Yoro's slightly different in that he looks to me, at least when I've seen him, and it's not loads, but I've got access to YouTube like everyone else, away scout. He looks to me like a great defender and not an awesome passer of the ball, but maybe that's to come. And then the Ligt, obviously, we kind of know about him. I guess everyone would worry about his pace a little bit. But it was great at 18 and then just has had a couple of moves not work out so well.
Well, that's what I was going to say. The thing is with Maguire as well, it's a weird one with Maguire because I do think he is a good defender, and I actually think he was probably one of the best for United this season. He was, I'd say, the most consistent. So it's difficult with Maguire because, yes, he probably doesn't fit what Ten Hag wants, but he's also, I think, a trustworthy, loyal, person for Manchester United. So I don't hate keeping Maguire whatsoever. Obviously, he can be a backup. Whether he'll want to be sitting on the bench every week, probably not. But yeah, it's all up in the air, isn't it? I mean, I think it'll depend who we sign as well, and then hopefully, Maguire makes the decision. Obviously, it's not all just up to him, but I'd like to see Maguire stay. But I guess if he doesn't, fit Ten Hag's style, it makes sense for him to go. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was true last season. Ten Hag seemed to have renewed faith. I mean, maybe he had no choice, of course, everyone was injured all of the time, but it seemed to have some renewed faith. It just felt like it's not the prototype sort of Ten Hag defender, and he'd like United to play a bit higher up the pitch. So we're not so stretched out, because that's the thing that caused, like, less than having a lot of defenders injured, or more than having a lot of defenders injured. I think the problems in midfield were what caused United to concede so many shots. I mean, their game was so stretched out. One, that's the kind of chaos ball tactics, and then the fact there was not really a defensive midfielder in there. So I'm sure that we look. I mean, we've heard about Ugarte, so I mean, maybe that one comes off, or they get another option there. But yeah, buying three central defenders won't fix the problem if we don't stop the attacks coming at United in the first place.
Well, that's it. It's not just the defense that needs looking at. We need players all over the pitch. The midfield, like you just said, needs to be looked at. Even the forwards, I think we need another striker. Wingers, we'll take. I think we need a right winger as well. But yeah, no, there's a lot of
every player on the pitch then.
Yeah, basically. New goalkeeper as well, maybe. No, don't want to get into that. But no, I think yeah, there's a lot of signings that need to be made this summer, definitely. Obviously, we've spoken about this a lot, but it's a summer for change, hopefully. So yeah, hopefully we'll get some new players in, new defenders. I'd like to see all these, players come in. If we really do, go out and spend this money, which I hope we do, I want to have I want to have a good season next season. We need to get on it. So yeah, I'd love to see United sign all these players. I really would.
Yeah, don't we all? I mean,
Yeah.
it never quite
No.
happens like that. I wonder how much the fight. Like, it's unclear about the financial restrictions because 21-22 dropped off
Yeah.
the PSL, so that was a bad year. Although a lot of that was COVID related expenses, still at least the beginning part of that. And of course, we've still got a massive amortization on the final year of Harry Maguire and Anthony and Casemiro and so on and so on, and still owe £200 million in transfers. So it's like, yeah, finances aren't awesome. Of course, the Ineos team, if they want, can put in 105 million over 3 years. So it seems like they're not doing that, but they can in theory. Previously, what's happened is that United just borrowed money.
Yeah.
To do that, and I did notice that Kieran Maguire on Twitter was saying that United opened a new Bank of America credit line. I suspect that's the same credit line with changed terms rather than actually more borrowing, but who knows with United, maybe. So that will dictate a lot of this. I can't see United spending, unless we have some significant sales, hundreds of millions. It just doesn't seem like, given what had happened for us. Talking about goings, while we have some time, the two that seem reasonably concrete are Mason Greenwood. De Zerbi was talking about him yesterday.
Yeah.
So Mason Greenwood to Marseille, a problem fixed. I don't know if that's the right word, really, Mason.
No.
And then reportedly a bid from West Ham for Aaron Wan Bissaka, who is into last year's contract.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Aaron going?
Do you know, it's a weird one with Wan Bissaka because I do like Wan Bissaka, but if I'm comparing him to Delot, I just think Delot is that slight kind of above in the rankings for me. I just think Delot is more. He's very good down the wing. He's very attacking. I think he's a good defender. He can put good crosses in. Obviously, with Wan Bissaka, he's not too good in the box, which as a defender needs to be better. He's always, missing them balls on the back post. And I just think, I don't know whether his time's up at United, whether it should be up, but I'd be sad to see Wan Bissaka go, I think. What do you think?
I kind of feel like I'm waiting for him to develop into that all-round defender, and we're still waiting 4 years later.
Yeah.
And I guess that's my problem with him. I kept thinking, he'll get a bit better again, getting into forward positions. And he did slightly, but they never went on from there. And so you just know what you get from him. He's generally he's very good one-on-one defender, not great with space. As you say, back post. That's like a classic weakness. It'd be in old scouting reports. Back post. And going forward, it's pretty mediocre. And then Delot had his best season for United clearly last year. A pretty good all-round player. I mean, I think if we were talking about title-winning United side, he wouldn't be in it. But for now, good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. 7 million doesn't add much to United's transfer budget. If that was the reported number, who knows?
Yeah, that's not a lot, is it?
It's not a lot, but fifth year of a 5-year contract. And so, maybe a little bit more to cover the because Shane spent how much on him? 50 something.
Yeah.
So 10 would be the amortization charge.
We'll take it.
So, you'd probably take that. Yeah. Interesting. Lot of moves to come, and I mean, at least with the new structure in place, I think we feel like. I don't know about you. I feel like a little bit more confidence. I mean, I guess you wait and see, but it's not. It's not Edwards picking up the phone to whatever the favourite agent was that week and buying some ancient player for a stupid amount of money. Ed Woodward rather than Edwards. That's 25 years ago. But more confident that they've got the right people in place to make better decisions, hopefully.
Fingers crossed. We need it.
Yeah. And maybe someone who isn't Dutch.
Yeah.
Nothing against the Dutch. Yeah, I know. I mean, we've got like 5 Dutch coaches at the moment. Mixed bag. All right, that's a quick breeze around defenders. I guess we're going to get a lot of this speculation, and then in 6 days' time, United have a first pre-season match, so that'll be fun too.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Isabel.
Thank you.
Catch you soon.
Thank you.